Hello dear Sagittarius, welcome back to Three Trails Tarot, and thank you so very much for being here today to watch your September 2022 tarot reading. I hope we have some exciting news for you. The very first thing that I do though is I try to find out what is the overarching energy throughout the month, and I use this deck to do that. But before I continue, I just want to say that this is going to be a general reading, and therefore it may or may not resonate with you, but I hope you stay anyway throughout the entire reading, because there may be some wonderful tips or points or guidance that you could still use or apply to your situation when you are in September. Okay, now let's see what your overarching energy is. Oh, we got two cards here. We have the goat for mental clarity and foundation, and we also have the mouse, which is courage and solutions. So wow, this is really good energy here. Wanting the courage to do the solutions that you need to do, that you want to do, and before that, wanting to have the mental clarity, figure out what those solutions are, and establish a foundation for yourself. So let's go ahead and find out what these influencing energies are going to be that are going to affect your actions, thoughts, desires, inspirations, motivations throughout the month of September, and it's going to correspond or support your overarching energies. It could be also the reason for the overarching energy to gain clarity, courage, solutions, and a foundation. So let's see what we have for you. We have the Magician. Okay, let's see what else. And Sagittarius, I just want to say, if you notice that my tablecloth is blue, it's because I am following the birthstone colors for the year 2022, and September's birthstone is sapphire, which is very beautiful, deep blue. So I have that color on the table to represent the birthstone. Oops. Okay, so these two, actually there's three there, so that's good. We have Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and 10 of Cups. So Sagittarius, there's no particular order for these, but I tend to read them from beginning to end. But I'm going to start with this one because I see the foundation here, and this is all about 10 of Cups. That foundation has to do with family, wanting to have a good, strong family, a secure family, take care of your family. And then we have here Eight of Pentacles, expertise in your job, through expertise in your planning, through mental clarity, and through finding better solutions. So we have also Queen of Pentacles, wanting comfort, wanting that abundance, wanting to boldly go where you need to go, to create a much better lifestyle for yourself. Oh gosh, excuse me, my phone keeps ringing and I don't know why they keep calling me. Because I know they just want to chat about the things they're doing for the day, and I will call them back. Okay. We also have here the Magician, and the Magician is about you wanting to manifest these certain things for yourself, and you are in a very strong position and ready, passionate about making that manifestation come true in September. So let's see what your days are going to look like, what your weeks are going to look like in September. Let's see. Fall out. If not, we'll just lay them out. Okay, we have Wheel of Fortune. Woo! That's already exciting. Eight of Pentacles, the Magician. You notice that we have an emphasis here for these two sets of cards. Okay. I'll read them as soon as I'm done throwing them down. We have reverse Ace of Swords. And we also have 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, a lot of money cards here. 7 of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Shuffle these more. The Lovers. One more row. We'll start doing the reading. Okay, so we have Page of Cups, 7 of Wands, the Hierophant. He's been coming out a lot. And the 5 of Swords. Okay. So, starting in the first week, we see the Wheel of Fortune. This is wonderful news, Sagittarius. If things have not been working out, if you've been down on your luck is going to change in September. Wonderful things are happening. You see these two, King and Queen up here, feeling all excited, happy. They're on top of the wheel and they're celebrating. That is going to be how your first week is going to start, it looks like, with this card. The other thing about this card is to understand that change is inevitable, so it's going to happen. There are going to be some changes, and to kind of keep a cool head about you, to try to stay calm when this change happens so that you can make the best of it and also make some good decisions. Because sometimes when we get overly excited, we get spontaneous, and that can sometimes lead to being impulsive, taking impulsive action. So enjoy the change, enjoy what's coming up right away, first week of September, but try to keep a cool head while you're going through that. More good news. The week continues to show that abundance starts flowing in for you in September. I see this as a windfall. For some reason, I just see this as something happens where you get an unexpected amount of maybe cash or a gift that is of value to you. So wonderful news. Really, really great this first week. Now with the Page of Cups, we see you daydreaming perhaps about a love, a past love, a longing for that past love, Sagittarius. Wishing you could be a part of their life again, or reconnecting. And for some of you, you will be reaching out to them, or having some sort of romance. And so you might reconnect with someone from a past time period, past relationship, or reconnecting with someone you currently have in your relationship that maybe you all haven't been really hanging out much or talking, or just had a fight. I don't know why I'm seeing that. But there's a reconnecting. This is the message that I'm getting from this card for this particular reason, is reconnecting. So that is also very beautiful. Now, in the second week, you focus on your work, Sagittarius. You focus on learning. You're doing repetitive things. There's things that you're doing in your job that's repetitive, that's making you an expert in those areas because you're doing it often. And so you're getting a lot of practice in doing that. For those of you that this doesn't have to do with work, it could be maybe a side hustle. It could be personal finances that you're working on something over and over again to perfect it, but you do reach that point where you feel very comfortable with this situation, and very comfortable with the process, whatever this process is that you are repeatedly doing. Well, I also see that you are very patient, because as you continue on to your second week of working on whatever this is, whether it's a side hustle, on the job that someone is paying you for, or you just managing your own finances, you realize that things take time to come about. So you start waiting for results. You're looking forward to the results, but you're also patiently waiting to see these results, understanding that some results happen a lot slower than others. You also, in the second week, but the end of the second week, find yourself in a situation where you're having to create some sort of boundaries for yourself with the Seven of Wands, sort of standing your ground and trying to prove to people, whoever are trying to stop you from doing things that they think may not be the right way to do something, you are letting them know, hey, this is how I want to do it. I've decided. This is my thing. So they might see you as being defiant, but you see it as standing your ground and as staying with your plans and your convictions. We also see you manifesting quite a bit here in the third week. This is an amazing reading, Sagittarius. You are just really taking on these bold changes and just bringing in a lot of abundance for yourself. So with the Magician, manifesting more of it, taking control of your path and setting it into motion in the direction you want it to go. You are also taking the time to be logical and plan carefully with others. So for some of you that are working on projects with other people, maybe you have partners, maybe you have employees, maybe you have coworkers, you're coordinating things with them, you're discussing things with them, and you're getting ideas from them as well. So you're sharing ideas and you're getting ideas that you can use for yourself and also for the project. Now, with the Hierophant, we have you questioning your beliefs, or maybe should be questioning some of your beliefs, thinking of more about what is important to you, what is valuable to you, what are you willing to sacrifice for, what are principles that you want to have in your life. Some of you are becoming more spiritual, or religious, or talking to a religious person, a religious leader, or a spiritual leader, or just talking to someone that is not part of a church or a religion or a spiritual group, but could be family or a good friend that you believe has the values and principles that you would like to live by, or shares values and beliefs that are important to you, and discuss those things with them to kind of get to really decide what to keep and what to release. And so as you move on into the fourth week with the reverse Ace of Swords, I see this, you really focusing on a lot of this, and as you focus on a lot of this, it brings about many questions, and those questions help you to realize the truth of things, and it also made it difficult to focus because you were trying to sort things out. So in the beginning, you're sorting things out, trying to figure out, okay, what really is important to me? How do I want to live my life? What kind of value system, religion, beliefs do I want to follow and continue to follow, and what do I want to release? So that causes some kind of confusion for you, okay, in the fourth week. But you sort through it, and it allows you to realize or discover the truth of what you want to do and how you want to live. And so there's like some sort of breakthrough here in the very beginning of the fourth week. And as you move along, that breakthrough leads to how important relationships are to you. And this is when you look at relationships and your connections and the kind of love that you have, self-love, love for a person, love in a relationship, or love. When I say relationship, I mean it could be friends, it could be family, it could be a lover, it could be a child, and also self-love. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice for love? What are you willing to give up? What kind of compromises are you willing to do? A lot of this is, I feel, is part of your healing, Sagittarius, because if I remember correctly, the whole year you've been going through this long healing process. Something happened to you a few years ago, and it still affects you. But you continue to trudge on. You have been very successful in a lot of things that you're doing, Sagittarius. You're hitting the target, which is what you do, right? You hit the target. And but at the same time, you are trying to still continue to heal. You're trying to continue to heal. And this is part of it. I believe that whatever this was that happened to you had to do with a relationship, Sagittarius. Sort of kind of broke you, I think. And this is why you are reevaluating your belief system and your value system and your principles, personal principles. And that's what led to confusion, but you did get a breakthrough, and now you're moving on to the emotional stuff, the love and the feelings and the caring. How much of it you want to give out, how much of yourself you want to give, and how much you need to be able to get to continue to feel loved and to continue to love, is what I'm seeing here. Now with the 5 of Swords, there's conflict here. But I don't think the conflict is with another person, Sagittarius. I think this conflict is a continuation of you healing. You're learning more and more about yourself, and you're just working through a lot of things that have happened to you. And this, I believe, is part of it. This conflict is within you. When we make choices, sometimes we have to let go of another choice. And that's why some choices are so hard to make. Like, for example, let's say, do you drive to work or do you walk to work? I'm just using that because it's kind of an unemotional kind of situation, right? So do you walk to work, do you drive to work? Then you start thinking, well, if I walk to work, it's exercise. If I drive, it's more comfortable. I won't be sweaty. You go through all these things. So if once you make that choice and say, I'm going to drive to work, now you miss out on all the advantages and pros that you had associated with, right? With walking to work. And so I think that's what you're going through here, is that letting go of some choices because you made a choice. You know what I mean? Not to say that that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying that that's just a typical thing. When sometimes we, once we make a choice, we end up missing out on a different choice. Like with the example of driving versus walking. All right. I'm going to see if we can get some additional information for you, or some clarification, Sagittarius. So let's see what we have for you, okay? Okay. So we have Four of Swords. This is a lot of energy that you're going to be putting out there. You picked up, you're proceeding through this with courage. You're finding solutions to your healing and to progressing forward in your career and in your lifestyle, planning for your future. Now that you have this mental clarity here, which we see more of it in the fourth week, it's exhausting, Sagittarius. It's very exhausting. So you're going to need to make sure you give yourself some rest. Have me time, Sagittarius, okay? That's also part of your healing. Not just finding solutions for healing, but also allowing yourself to heal. Giving yourself some time for that, okay? Let's see what else we have for you as far as clarification. And we have here 8 of Cups. So walking away from that which does not serve you. Walking away from a situation that is not working out well for you. And moving toward the light. Moving toward a situation that will make you happy. That will make you feel whole and satisfied and fulfilled. And here, okay, here are 2 more cards. We have Knight of Pentacles. And Knight of Pentacles is with regard to your finances, with regard to your career and your work or you know, your business, or personal investments. This card is suggesting that you move along in a practical way. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of all the knights, and that's because this person is methodical. This knight is careful. This knight plans, and this knight is consistent and hardworking, practical and reliable. And this is what is being suggested, and also saying that there are moments when you really do this, and that's why you are succeeding, and that's why you have this windfall. I don't know how big this is, but it's going to be comfortable enough to celebrate and have fun and feel like you have some luxuries you can enjoy. But this card is saying, you know, continue to move in this path, and if you are not working it in that way, then this is the best way for you to do it, is to be practical and have a plan and to follow that plan. This other card also fell, and it's King of Swords. So this really goes with this, as in work from a logical standpoint, think it through, and so it's mind over heart. Be strategic as far as how you want to work this, and obviously you have already been strategic. You've created a target and you aimed at that target and you've hit that target several times. So this is the energy that you are using to be successful. And again, this is saying continue. So for those of you who have been doing this, continue. And for those of you who haven't been doing it, this would be the path, or this would be the energy that will help you to reach your goal. Okay, I'm gonna pull some cards from this oracle deck here so we can get some guidance for you. And we see Tempest. So the Tempest is all about when you get to this point where you're struggling, when you get to this point where it seems like you're caught up in some sort of storm or whirlwind. Remember that there are people who can be there to help you get through this situation. It also is a reminder that this storm can either destroy or create. Sometimes things are destroyed before they can be created. And the energy that you use to either destroy or create should be a kind of energy that you can control. Don't let it get out of hand, okay? So, for example, let's say that lava destroys, right? Everything in its path, it burns, it destroys it. But then once it's cooled down, then the plants grow and flowers grow and the landscape changes, and it can become beautiful. So what this card is saying is, look at the situation and ask yourself just how much of energy do you need to put into making that change. Maybe you don't need lava to do that. Maybe just some wind. Maybe just a controlled fire. Maybe, some tools. So look at what is absolutely necessary to make that change before you put too much energy. Because you might be putting a lot of energy into making a change that doesn't require as much energy to make it happen. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so let's pull some more cards and see if we can get more information here, or more guidance, or clearer guidance, right? Okay, so we have multiverse, and multiverse is all about that, like looking at different dimensions. There's so many possibilities. That really goes with this. Look at all the possibilities. So, I'll have a better example. Let's say that you want to do barbecue. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to do barbecue. You can use coal and fire, or you could use like an oven and just put it in an oven and make the barbecue that way. There's just a lot of different ways you can still produce a barbecue, right? So the question here with this is, so this is saying you have a lot of options. Examine all the options, because there's so many different ways to get the same result. It's just looking at how much effort. So this is saying, look at how much effort is required to do it, and choose the one that works best for you. Okay, so maybe the oven is better because you don't have to clean a grill, or maybe the grill is better because you like the flavor better, so you're willing to do the coals and stuff. So that's what these cards are saying. Wow. All right, let me pull one more and see if we can get some other guidance for you, Sagittarius. And this one is fire. So here we go back again. Same messaging. To create, there's a certain amount of energy that's required. So in this case, this example is fire. Fire can burn things, and fire can cook things. And so fire can create and fire can destroy. Tempest can create and tempest can destroy. And there are many different ways to look at how to use this type of power and energy. And in your case, the fire and the tempest resembles your energy, Sagittarius, your passion, your desire. That's what these resemble. Finally got it. Okay. I finally found a way to explain it. That's what I meant by saying I finally got it. Okay, so let's see which angel has advice for you, Sagittarius, okay? And it looks like this one flipped. And this is Archangel Gabriel. And it says the corresponding stone is ammonite. Look at this beautiful shell. It's like a fiery red, like your side, right? Fiery. And it says, are you spiraling around and around? Are you trying to find answers? And I believe this has to do with this hurt that you're trying to heal. It is time to stop. Go within and allow yourself to step into the deep recesses of your mind and emotions in order to uncover the truth. Take time for reflection beside the ocean or a body of water. So this guidance has to do with your hurt, with healing. And this guidance has to do with all of this wonderful stuff that you're trying to make happen for you. Okay? Well, that is all I have for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you found this helpful or useful in some way. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe before you go. I really hope you come back for your October reading, And if you found any of this to resonate with you, please let me know. Leave a comment. And if you found any of the guidance or information shared here to be helpful to you when you are in the month of September, also please let me know, because I do this because I want to help. I want to help people, and I know we say that this is for entertainment, but sometimes we can give some really good information that can be useful. And so that's the aim here, is to provide information that can be useful to you. I'm not a professional like counselor or doctor or anything like that, so don't take this as absolute, but it's just like throwing out information, and you can either take it or leave it, see if it's useful or not, okay? But you make the final decision in your life. Everything that happens to you and for you should be your decision, okay? All right, well, that's all I have, and until next time, best wishes to you always, Sagittarius. Take care.